So hello everyone, thank you for being on board on this very first day of this amazing bootcamp for gaming web development. My name is Swam Siddharth and I'm your host for the bootcamp from Code8. So I will not take much of your time. We will discuss about today's session. First of all, I will tell you about this bootcamp. We would be for this bootcamp would be a week long from 21st of February to 3rd March, along with which we will teach you web development and using web development how you can build some interesting games. So let me first introduce you to our speakers. We have Sahib who will be teaching you about HTML. We have Ismeet who will be helping you with CSS part. And at last, we have Khushi who will be taking you through JavaScript. Now let me tell you about the topics that will be covered. We will be first teaching you about HTML, then CSS, then JavaScript, and after that there will be some projects. I guess total number of projects there are three. Two of them would be built live by our own speakers, and after that, one of the project would be given as a task individually to each one of you. Now let me tell you what would be schedule, a day-to-day schedule and a flow of event. So on the first date, that is today, we will be discussing about HTML. Tomorrow, we will be discussing about CSS. And on the day 3, we will be discussing about JavaScript. After that, on the day 4, there will be a minor project that it would be built by our own speakers. On the next day, we would again learn about JavaScript. And after that, the final build would be again or have again conducted on the day 6. After that, on the day 7, we will give you task. Depending on the task, we will give you ranks and prizes. Let us talk about projects. There will be a total number of 3 projects. The first project is a minor one. I guess that would be a static website. The second project would be a major project. It will be also built by our own speakers. And the last and the final project will be built by you, and it would be a task to each one of you. Now let me tell you about our communities. The left QR code that you can see on your screen is a QR for Code8 community. Code8 community is a community that for students that we help you with projects and a lot more. The second QR code that you can see on your screen is for the Gaming Geeks. They tell you a lot more about gaming, how you can build your career out of gaming, how you can do a lot more stuff of gaming. Now, with this, we will turn the time over to Sahib Singh. He's a great tech enthusiast and have a great expertise on this topic, and I can assure you that you will find this session very interesting. Sahib, now can you start presenting now?
Yeah, sure. Hi everyone. I'm Sahib Singh and I'm from NIT Jalandhar, and I will be directly starting with the today's session. As Swam has discussed that we are today we are doing the HTML part. So starting with that, Swam, can you please confirm my screen is visible?
It's visible.
Okay, thank you. So starting with the HTML. So what we will be doing in this session will be the introduction. Then we will discuss the structure, then HTML tags and HTML forms and semantics. And in the end, there will be a quiz. And this quiz will be on every day in the 7 days of this bootcamp. And then the starting with the introduction part of the HTML. So what is HTML? It is a markup language that tells web browser how to structure or display the web pages that you visit. Then again, what HTML stands for? HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Hypertext refers to links that connect web pages to one another. Then the markup tells the browser how to display or structure their content. So HTML uses markup to annotate text, images, and other content for display in the web browser. Then the HTML elements. What is HTML element? The whole thing that we are seeing in here is the HTML element that we call HTML element. And in it, there are 3 components, that is opening tag, and then the content between the opening and closing tag, then the closing tag itself. Then after that, there is a question for you all, that is HTML a programming language? Just write it in the chat box. I'll be seeing that. Okay, nice. You all know that it is a markup language, and no one has written that it is a programming language. That's nice. That's good. You have knowledge about it. Then it is a big myth about HTML that it is a programming language, which is not, and it is a markup language that we have discussed over here as well. That HTML uses markup. Then after that, where to write HTML? On Windows, we can use the notepad that is built in the Windows computers, and on Mac there is text edit. And just remember, while saving the, make sure that you save it as .html file. And in today's session, we will be using VS Code, for which is a code editor. And why we are using it, that using the VS Code, you will get to know about it in the later section. Then getting started with HTML. So why we need HTML or any like this? So the main motive behind HTML is to develop to make websites for the research papers that scientists have created. So this is the main motive, and the headings, there are headings and paragraphs in the papers. Then the basic needs started from there, and today we have a lot of things in HTML that few of them uh, will be teached in this session. Then coming to the structure of HTML, now I will be switching to the VS Code, and you will see kind of this interface in the VS Code. And starting with this, I will be using the Emmet abbreviation. Emmet abbreviations are helpful things that we can use in the programming and developing career, and there are many shortcuts that we can use with the help of Emmet abbreviation. The first one will be the how to, let's say this one. This will create HTML structure, basic HTML structure that all documents, all HTML documents will have, and I will get to it in a little while. And let me tell you the basic structure of HTML. So starting the starting of every HTML document or file is with the HTML tag itself. Then the closing tag, and then it is the feature and that's why we are using the VS Code, that we can, the closing tags are already by default are coming, and we don't need to write it every time. Then the starting with the HTML, then the next thing we have is the head tag, which include many things like the meta tags, which we will be discussing in a while. Then there will be the title of the website or the page. Then again, we will be linking files to head tag only. Then again, after that, there will be a body tag. Whatever we will be writing in the body will be displayed over the web page. Now coming to the again to the Emmet abbreviation that I have used, I'm using the exclamation mark, and then I'm, as you can see that Emmet abbreviation, this is written, and this will be the code for the that we will get if we press enter. Then pressing the enter, I will get this. So starting with the first line, we have a doc type HTML. This means that, and this is not for us. This is only for the browser, to tell the browser that we are using the HTML5, not HTML4 or 3. We are using HTML5 in the below document. Then the next line, HTML lang is equals to en. This means this is the simple HTML tag that I have discussed in earlier. Then this is the language. This is called the attribute. These things are called attributes. Then the attribute name and the attribute value. So the attribute is the lang. Lang means language, and en means English language. This tells the browser that whatever we have written in the body or the title is in the English language. Then after that, coming to the head tag, we have the meta tags, as I have discussed earlier, that in head tag there will be meta tags and the title and then the linking part. So in the meta tag, the first meta tag that we got from the Emmet abbreviation is meta charset UTF-8. This means that whatever we will be writing in the body will be used from the character set UTF-8. For this, you can refer to any of the documentation on the web. There are plenty of documentations. And again, this is only for the browser, not for us. We can study about in the from the web. Then the next thing is the web meta tag, which name is viewport. And this means that, let me, first of all, I will be using the uh, live server for this session. so that we don't have to refresh all the way every time we switch to the browser. So let me.
Sahib, can you
Anji?
just increase the font of VS Code?
Yeah,
It's
sure.
quite unvisible. That's why.
Now it's visible. Okay.
I would request just once more.
Now it's okay. Uh,
Yes, you can continue. It's visible.
okay. Then starting with the live server, I am using a extension, and this is one of the feature that by which we are using the VS Code. So here the extensions you can download it. Live server, its name is live server, and you can install it. That's what I'm using, and this is the one. Then starting the live server, we can start it from here as well, and there is a shortcut for it. And starting the, yes, you can see that currently we don't see anything in the web page or website, as we have not written anything in the body. And the coming to the this point that we are discussing, the meta name viewport, and this is the view. What is viewport? Viewport is the this whole display, that the white screen that you are seeing uh, in the website, and this is the viewport. This is the viewport width, the width of the screen, and this is the height of the viewport. This is the thing that this is the viewport. And then the width is equals to device width, that is the width of this laptop or that I'm using or that you are using. And then the initial scale is scale, we all know that scale is 1 2 3, and then how in 2x or 3x, then and this is the only thing that is this. Then after that I'm coming, this is the title tag. What is the title? As we have the documents or the research papers that I talked about it earlier, that the in the same as that we have the document or the title for the websites or the web pages, and this thing is visible over here in the Chrome tag, in that Chrome tab. And we can change it to web game dev, and you can see that this is updated. Then after that, as we have CSS over in this bootcamp and JS, then we will be using the external files for that. So how to link that external files in HTML? So for that, we have the link tag. This will be the link. This is how we will be linking the files. I will again show you that link, and this is again the emit abbreviation. And when we will press the link, and this is the thing that will become. Then the how to link the CSS files. Linking CSS files will be in the, again I'm using the emit abbreviation, which will be the CSS, and then pressing the enter. This is the file, the name of the file that we have created for the CSS. And style sheet, as you will know about the CSS. What is CSS? CSS full form is cascading style sheets, so that's why we are using the style over here. Then in the same similar manner, we can link the JavaScript file. And after that, now the head part and the structure of the HTML is covered. Now coming to the tags or basic tags that we will be using, and we will be writing the body of the website and all. And coming to this, I have created this file, and this is the same, the upper part of the no one thing left. As you can see that here is this image, short small image, and here as well. And but we have a globe, and this is not pretty much beautiful that we are getting. So for that, here we can also add our image or whatever you want to add. And for that, we have, this is known as the favicon of the website. And linking favicon, we will also use the link tag, and that will be I will again use the emit abbreviation, clicking enter. So this is the thing. This is how we will be linking the favicon. And again, this is the link to this is the name of the file, that is I will be using the ggeeks.png right now. Ggeeks.png. And now when I save it and refresh over here, as you can see that this is the the image has updated over here. So this is the favicon, this is the favicon thing. Then after that, coming to the tags part. So, and this is again the doc and the basic structure of web HTML. Then again, I will be updating the title of the uh, web page. And now I will again close that this server I will be closing, and again I will be starting the next server. So as again we have written nothing over here. These are the comments that we can use, we can give in the HTML, and in this comments, whatever we will be writing over here will not be displayed in the website. So this is the syntax for the comments in HTML. And the tag, and then the greater sign, and then the exclamation mark, then two dash, and then after that the content, and ending with this. So this is about the comments in HTML. Like we can currently, as we have, let me use the web dev. So as you can see over here, this is written, and if I am will be commenting it out, then it will be, if it will not be shown over the website. Yes, as you can see, it disappears. So these are the comments in the comments in HTML. Now coming to the heading part, headings that we have in the HTML, there are a total of six headings, six heading levels in HTML. That this is the heading tag that I have used over here. H1. H1 means level 1. This is the biggest and the highest level, and the highest font size we get it is in the H1. And then whatever we will be writing over here will be shown over there, and this, and then writing the third, second, and third, and then the third, fourth. Sorry about that. It is. Yes, you can see that this is decreasing. There is a decrease in the font size, and this is why we have the, and the last one is the H6 that is left. Heading 6. That's it. And you can see that this is decreasing over with the levels. So that's it from the heading part. Now we cannot write the, we can write it in the heading if we want the long content over here. If but we have specifically other tag for that, which is the paragraph tag. And for paragraph tag, how we write paragraph tag is with P, and then this is the opening tag for the that, and this is the closing tag for that. Whatever we will be writing over there will be shown in here as well. And let me write the long. As you can see, this is the long text, and we have this. But you can see that this text is little bit bigger than the heading 5, and kind of similar to the heading 4. But we cannot use that. We will not be using the heading only tags. We will be using the paragraph tag, and this font size we can control with the CSS part. Then after that, this is the paragraph tag, and after that coming to the break tag. What is the break tag? Break tag is used to break any large content, or specifically between, let's say we have to break the content after this much we want in the next line. So for that, let me copy this, and here I will be writing the BR. For break we use BR tag, and this is it. And now if we refresh as this, you can see that you can see here that the content is break to break at place set, whatever it is, and this is coming in the next line. So now the question is, we are using the opening tag and closing tag for heading and paragraph, but we are not using any closing tag for break. So there are plenty of tags which don't need any closing tag. BR is or break tag is one of them. But we can do is in this for closing it, we can optionally add this slash over here that we are adding in the closing tag of paragraph and heading as well. So this is it for the break tag. And coming to the horizontal rule tag. So horizontal rule, as the name suggests, this will be a long line. And for that, for the horizontal rule, we have the HR, H for horizontal and R for rule. So this again does not have a closing tag. And in this, we don't need to write any content in the HR tag. And over here, you can see that there is a long horizontal line in the document in the website, and we can control the length of it using the HTML attributes as well, and along as well as with the CSS. And for HTML part, HTML attribute part, we have the width for controlling the width. Let's say we are giving it only 50 pixel, and yes, you can see that it contracted to only 50 pixel of the website. And then the height as well, we can give the height as well to it, and let's say the 10 pixel. Oh, sorry, it will not work over here, height will not work over there. We can control the height with the CSS part. Then these are known as the attributes as discussed over here in the language attribute, and we will not be discussing anything further in the attribute part of the HTML, as we have CSS for that. So this is it for the attributes that we will be discussing in the whole session of HTML. Then after that, we have the list in the HTML. There are two types of list. One is the ordered, and then the other one is the unordered. Ordered means there will be a bullet points from, let's say, 1 2 3 4, or ABC, bigger ABC capitalized. Then in unordered, we will not be having any kind of bullets or 1 2 3 4. No, we will only be getting the circular ones or disc or square ones. So coming to the ordered list, how we'll be writing the ordered list? Ordered list is, as the name suggests, ordered list we have over here. So and the ordered list, O ordered, and then L for list. This is it for the ordered list part. Then this is how we will be writing the ordered list, and in ordered list we will be writing the list items with the tag called li, and its name is also list item. And for that we use the L for list and I for item, and this is the list item tag that will be used for listing the different whatever we want to list in the ordered list. So let's say we are using the game, then going next we dev, and then web. You will see that yes, you can see over here that this is written, the one is written with the game, and two, and then three. We can control the type of, or we can control the type of the order list, or the 1 2 3. We can change the 1 2 3 part into any other that you can study over the web also. And yes, you can see that it is now changed to ABC, as I have declared over here that you have to use the bigger capitalized A. Let's say we have to use the small caps, so we will be doing the A written over here. And now we can see that here it is changed to the ABC. And that's it about the OL, or ordered list. And for the another types of ordered list, you can see any of the websites in the web. That is, more oftenly you will get the W3 schools or MDN docs itself. Then coming to the unordered list. Unordered list is again, as we have over here, OL. And for UL we have the for unordered list we have UL. And again, I will be copying this content over here. So now you can see the difference between ordered and unordered list if you don't know about it. So this is, and now you are getting the bullet point, circular or disk bullet points. Now again, we can change the type of it by using the type attribute, which we can go with the square. So now you can see that it is changed to the square part, square bullets. So that's it about the list in the HTML. Then now coming to the formatters, there we have basic formatters in HTML. Other or advanced formatting we do is with the CSS part. So coming to the text formatters, we have first one is the bold. How we, let's say we have to bold this much content in the paragraph. So we will be using the bold tag itself, which is the B tag itself, and then the whatever we will be writing it in here will be bold. Let's say we are writing the heading itself, then this is the bold. Let me give you another example for that. I'm copying the so this is the thing. Let's say we have to bold this much content, so we will be using the bold copy and then paste. So now you can see that it is somewhat bolder than the other part. So for bolding it, there is an alternative way for it also, which is the strong tag, but there is importance for that strong tag than the B tag or the bold tag itself. Then the strong tag we will be getting the same as this. Will be getting the same output as this much this, but there is a importance with it. So writing the same thing and updating the strong tag in this. So there is a typo. Yes. Now you can see that both these contents are same, but there is a little difference over here that we cannot differentiate both of these. But there is a small importance that is actually with this content. So and then coming to the italicized text formatter. For that we use the I tag, which stands for italicize. And again, for in the similar way, I will be copying this content, and you all will be getting this file by GitHub. I will be sharing the link in the group itself. So don't worry that you will not get this code. You can read about it in the future. So along with this, I will be sharing another file in the GitHub repository, and it will contain the description about every tag over here, written over here. You can read about it. So coming back to the italicized part, we have the I tag, and now you can see that here we have a italicized content. I will be commenting this whole thing, and as we have to scroll it down, and that's why. So I will be commenting it out. I will get all your doubts in the end, so don't worry about that itself. Next thing in the italicize, similar to the strong tag, we again have the emphasize tag in the italicized part. So again, there will be some importance with that emphasize tag. So again, copying this, then emphasize tag is em only. We don't have the whole name as strong, but we only have the em short form for that. So again, you can see that these both contents are same in the display, but there is a importance with this one. So after that, coming to the links and images in the HTML. So you can see that we have many of the in the websites we have the images over displayed over the website, and there are links. So that's why we are using the these all we can display with the help of HTML. And for linking, for displaying the links, we use the anchor tag. And for anchor tag, we have the A as tag. A, then the href will be the link that is directed if we click over there. And in between this, we will be writing the content that will be the displayed over there. Let's say we will be getting the G Geeks, and here we will be, sorry, we will be using the Google, and here we will, I will be writing the Google link, google.com. So when I will be clicking over here, this will redirect me to the Google website. So as you can see, I have clicked over there and I am redirected to the Google homepage. And the Google I have written over here is displayed in the web, in the text that is clickable, or that is the link. So this is all about the anchor tag. And after that, the image part we will be using in for image part, we have the image tag, which is img, and this is a self-closing tag. We don't need to close it for everyone every time we write it, same as the br tag. So src means the source. This can be the local one, or the this one, the website or any link. So for this one, I will be using the local, which is the ggeeks.png itself. And you can see over here, this is, there is a alt attribute. Alt means alternative text. Let's say we don't get, we don't have the this much fast net, that our images are not loading. So for that, if the images are not loading up, then the text will be displayed, which the, and the text which will be displayed over in place of the image will be the alternate text that will be, we will be defining over here. Let's say the, I will be again using the ggeeks. So this is the bigger image. So we can control the length, width, and height in the image tag itself, and we can use the css for that also. Let's say I will be using the width only the 100 pixel. No, yes, you can see that this one. Let's say I have removed the source for that. Now the only text we will be getting the ggeeks that I have written in the alt tag. Alt stands for alternative text. So this is it for the image tag. So after that, we have the HTML forms. Let's say you got to know about the any login page over the any website. So these are made by the HTML form itself. We can for HTML form, we have the form tag itself, and the action you can ignore it. This we can use, and this you can read about in the net or web or the website, or any website, or the documentation. So in the form, that's it for the form tag. There will be a form opening form tag, and then the closing one. Then in the form, you have seen that there is an input space where we will be inputting our text or anything else that is is written over there. Then how will we be doing that? We will be using the input tag. Input tag is input itself. Then now there will be a type for that. Now if you see over here, you will get a square rectangular box in which I can write over any text. And this is it for the input. And there will be different types, like I can give the radio type. This will be this, I can uh, select or unselect. If there will be two, then I can select one of these, and this one and now that's it. Then again, after that, we have another type as checkbox. So this is, we can, this you have seen over plenty of websites that you serve. So then after that, there can as now, let's say I will be changing it to the text, and this as well. Now you can see that these are coming in parallelly. So I will use the break tag for breaking it down in the next line. So whatever will be written over here, we don't know, but we have to write it over here. So for that, we can do is the two things we can do over here. First of all, we can use the label tag, which will be the label. And for again, you can, and whatever we'll be writing over here, let's say I will be writing name, then this will be written in the parallelly with the text box. So And let's say we have to write the label here as well, which is the email. Then there here we can see the email, and we can also change the type, input type to email. And there are another types as well, which will be the email, then the phone number, then telephone, and these are some of the another types of input tag. This you can read about it in any of the web page. And for examples, you can use the W3 documentation or MDN documentation itself. Then the next thing is the, now you can see over the website that there will be a drop down. For drop down, we don't use the input tag. And for that, we use the select tag. And for select, this again, you can ignore, then writing over here, you can see. For select, uh, you can write the select tag. You can use the select tag for the drop down. And then coming to the buttons in the that we will be using to submit any form. So for that we have the button tag, which can be type any type, the submit type, which you will oftenly you get. So whatever we'll be writing in between the button in the content, so this will be written in the web button itself. Let's say submit. So here you can see that this is written the submit over here. So this is it for the form, HTML form. Now I will be again getting to the HTML PPT that we have. So till now we have discussed the structure of a HTML document. Then after that we have discussed the head tag and the structure of HTML itself. Then after that we have discussed the comments in HTML. So this is the syntax, and then after that we have used the we have seen the text elements, which are these: paragraph, hr, br, h1 to h6 headings, then oul and ol, then list. And then after that we have seen the text formatters, and bold, strong, emphasize, italic. And then after that we have seen the links, and this is the anchor tag, then the link and the content. You can read about in the links more in the PPT as well, and in the docs are always there for you. So after that we have discussed the image tag, and image, the HTML image tag we use to embed an image in a web page. Then after the how we write the image tag. Then after that the forms, label, input tag, and the button. And then the next thing we have is the div tag. Div tags are the nothing but we used it to divide the web page into different sections. Basically, it is used to apply different CSS effects to different parts of the web page, and it is a block element. Block elements are those elements that use the whole viewport length, viewport width. And we, as you can see that here I have used the break tag. That's why this is coming in the next line. So input is not a block element. It is a inline element. That is a span tag in the, and this that will be discussed about after the div tag. So that's it about the block element. And this yes, that's it about the block elements. Then after that we have a span tag. It is again used to group the elements or divide the web page. Group elements for styling and scripting purposes. And it can easily be styled by CSS or manipulated with JavaScript using the class or ID attribute. For classes and ID attributes, you will be seeing it in the tomorrow in the CSS session, and it is a inline element as discussed earlier. So after that we have semantics. These are very useful things. A semantic element clearly describes its meaning to the browser and the developer. As you can see over here, we have written the form. This is a semantic. We can also write the div tag in place of this, like this. And let me copy this whole thing in the div. You can see, you will be seeing that this, both of these forms are same. But here, let me first, yes, break tags over here, then again break tag, this thing and this thing both are same, but the only difference is in the form and the div tag. So this is This is why we use the semantics, that it clearly describes the what is written in between them. So there are another type of there are other types also. The table, then the article. In programming, semantics offer meaning to a line of code. So these are some of the semantics: header, navbar, aside, article, section, footer, and these you can read in the PPT. Then after that, the same as I have discussed here, that these both are same, but the only difference is the tags over here. You can see that this will give you the same display in the website, but whatever will be, you will be choosing in between them. This is a question for you. So yes, write it in the chat box. Oh, okay. I think, and the question is, which one of code will be you be choosing to write, or anything else? The left one or the right one? Both are correct. The semantics are used to describe the code or the tag itself. So what we will be using is the left one. We can use both, but we will be using the left one to describe or to make the code readable. So that's it. So we will be using the left one. We can use both. Right one, because it will divide the page. Both will divide the page. And this is not the case that the only the right one will be dividing the page. Left is easy and readable. Yes, Mahinda, that's why we will be using the left one. So that's it in the HTML session. And after that, we will be having, now we will be having the quiz, and after the doubts you have in the session. So you can write in the chat box if you have any doubt. How to use bold and together? We can use it like this. Hmm. Yes. Now the text is bold and italic as well. And div tag is used to divide the website in different sections. You will be using the div tag in the CSS part, CSS session. And how it will be divided, can you show? You will see it in the CSS session, Dhruti. So how to connect it, send it, how to, I don't know, I don't understand the question, Ashutosh. What's the difference between strong and bold tag? The display will be similar, but the thing with the strong tag is this add the importance to the display or the that text specifically. Span tag, you can yes, let me again show the span tag. Yes, it can be used. Span tag is used to group elements for styling and scripting purposes, and it can easily be styled by CSS and manipulated with the help of JavaScript. Uh, what is the difference? Again, the same thing. The bold and the strong thing emphasis add some bit of importance to the text. Yes, you will get the PPT, Ashutosh. So I think we can start the quiz now.
So thank you, Sahib. We will now go. Let's. There was some question in the beginning also, like during the presentation. So can
Okay.
you just scroll above and just take them if there are some unique questions?
Akash Sahu. You can install for your well-being, but not necessary. For live server element, yes. And for now, which extension will be using? So no. And then Avantika, these are some of the features or shortcuts in VS Code. If you use VS Code frequently, you will get to know about it. Yeah, yes. Swastika is answered your question using Alt.
Don't worry, Yuvraj, you will get the recording and the PPT.
Yes.
There would be 10 questions in the quiz, and the question, timing for the question would be depending upon the difficulty of the question. If the question is hard, it would be for 30 seconds, and if the question is an easy one, you will get 20 seconds to answer.
So no. Yes, we can start with the quiz now.
I guess we can start with the quiz.
Yes. Give me a second. Yes, you can join the quiz with using this link. I will be posting it in the chat. And this is the ID, and this is the ID that you have to use for entering the quiz.
If there is anyone who is still not in the quiz, just type in the chat to notify us so that we would. There are 61 participants on this meet. Gurtaran, can you tell me how many participants are there in the other meet?
There are 22 participants.
Okay, so let's just wait for around 80 participants. What about the others joining fast so that we can conduct the quiz? Sahib, we have a question from Dhruti. Can you just take it?
Difference between web game. Web game is the web game that is only played in the website, and only game is like anything else. The I don't remember any game. Sarthak, I think Sarthak. Gurtaran, any name of the game? I don't know. GTA, yes, the GTA one or the anything, any other games that we have that we play in the desktop, and that is specifically have the application for that. This is the only yes. Web game is like the dinosaur in Google.
I have another example. For example, many people play chess on an application in a mobile,
Yes,
say chess.com or Chess app. But you can similarly play chess on the web itself, on the website. And another thing is you can play say a PUBG game, a BGMI, Call of Duty Mobile, on a mobile application, or another games like GTA 5, Call of Duty, and a lot more, GT 5, Cyberpunk, a lot more on the application. That's an application that requires the proper software. But a web game simply requires a website which is hosted on its backend and anything like that, and it's played.
yes, I think yes. Okay, so we have 45, 46. We will be starting the quiz at 7 or 8.
Yeah, 10, 7, or 8, we should start the quiz. I would request everyone else who have not joined the quiz to join.
Everyone, please join with the correct name. Don't use any type of short names or anything else, as you can get the goodies for this one if you win the quiz.
Jasprit, you can see the code at your screen. The screen is being presented, and I will just reshare the code.
Yes, coming to the in the PPTs part, we will be sending you the PPT with the file that I created along with the session, and there will be another file for the HTML that session that we have discussed, and in that file we will be having a whole description about the what we have discussed in the session. There will be description in the PPT as well, and that's it.
There is another question from Kanishak. Can you just take it? The latest one, the latest one.
This one.
Kanishak. Yeah, Kanishak.
Oh, in I think he is asking the just breathe call. Yes.
All video recordings will be provided to all the participants.
And about the question regarding the certificates, you will get the certificate after you complete the complete bootcamp.
If you attend all the sessions in the bootcamp, then you will be eligible for the certificate. At 10:10 we will be start the quiz. So those who are left with joining the quiz, join it fast.
Ashutosh, you are already in the bootcamp. That's why you're getting the link for the bootcamp. Don't worry. We are just recording how if you are attending all the complete bootcamp, and after that you will get your certificate on your mail or any other contact details that you have. Okay, don't worry about it. You are in the bootcamp already.
Sai, please share the link for playing.
Yes.
Just simply show the screen here.
Yeah, Dhruti, there will be MCQ type questions. Single correct. If someone have any question regarding the quiz, they can drop. They can drop their questions in the chat box. Okay, Gaurav, I will just okay, wait, I will just reshare the link. Go to that link and then enter the code. And this is the link for the quiz, and I'm sharing the code. And this is the code, our quiz code. Someone have any other doubts regarding the quiz? As we're approaching near 10:09. Professor Kim, you need token to complete it.
I think we can start the quiz.
Due date of the quiz, Taranpreet, the quiz would be live now. Like we would start the quiz. You will get the questions on the screen, like live right now. Let's just wait for 1 minute, Sahib.
Whosoever is having any sort of trouble in joining the quiz, please leave a message in the chat itself. Timing for the quiz.
Aman and Dhruti, as I said, there will be 10 questions, and each question would be either of 20 seconds or 30 seconds. So you can estimate a total around of 5 minutes.
Not more than 3 minutes, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Dhruti, question will come one by one.
So just tell me once.
Is everyone ready? Like we have reaching 63 participants in the quiz, and in this minute only there are 60 students, and I guess we are lagging around 17 students. It's already 10:11, so okay, it looks like we have covered all of our questions. All of them are ready. Is there anyone still trying to join? They just leave a message within the next minute, or we are starting. If you have any trouble, just leave a message in the chat box by next 1 minute.
We can start now because it's since around 7-8 minutes we are waiting.
Wait for 10 12. Wait for 10 12. Let's start the quiz.
Okay. I will not be answering any questions. So do it yourself. Nice.
Sahib, you don't answer because it will show that which
Yes.
option is incorrect. You answer at the last second.
Okay, okay.
Sahib, click any one of the answers so that we can see this scoreboard.
Nothing we have to. Let's wait for 1 minute, then I will be clicking the link. I will share the screen again after the completing the quiz. This will be okay. So we have winner for the today's quiz as Chelsea Jan, and at second we have Gurtaran, third Sarthak, and then the Kanishk. So soon we can wrap it up.
Okay, so I guess that's all for the today. Sahil, is there anything you want to cover before wrapping up?
No, I think we are good to go.
Okay, then. So that's all for today. Thank you everyone for joining today. And thanks a lot for being an active participant during the presentation. We will be again meeting tomorrow with more and more wonderful stuff. Thanks again for joining us today. We will see you next time. Now you can leave the meeting. Thank you.
Bye everyone. Thank you.